welcome back to my channel. It is akaeducatorwithcurlz here, also known as Nia, and as you can see, we're in a different place. We are in my office today. And part of that is just because the lighting is better in here, and I'm going to start to play with my YouTube setup, I think, in here more. I am no longer working from home, so I'm no longer running virtual school. We have some in-person school. I mean, we still have our virtual school, but we are some in-person students, so I am in the office every day, so I'm not really using my office space anymore. So I'm going to start to play with how I set this up so that I can run my YouTube channel from it. But that's not what this video is about. So today we're going to dive into some recent things that happened. So I was on spring break probably 2 weeks ago, and I had the privilege of going to Puerto Rico for spring break. And while on spring break, I realized, one, natural girls, we just have it rough because dealing with our hair in tropical weather, in water, in sand, ocean water, pool water, no matter what, there's there's a way to care for it. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to talk about travel here and what are tips, things that you do when you are traveling with curly hair, okay? So let's get into it. All right, so the first thing is most naturals will tell you they throw in a protective style. They will do things like braids or jumbo twists or Senegalese twists or any passion twists, anything like that, that will allow their hair to be protected underneath some other styles. So that's, synthetic hair that is wrapped around your actual natural hair or intertwined with it, and it allows you to preserve some of that as you go. Now, that still requires you to moisturize. It still requires you to oil your scalp, etc., in caring for your hair. My personal preference is to not weave or braid or any of that to my hair. One, because my hair just doesn't take well to it. I've gotten braids before, I've gotten twists before, I've done my own faux locks before, I've done my own twists before. The problem for me really is, one, my scalp really enjoys water, but two, they don't stay in my hair a lot of the times. As soon as my hair gets any ounce of moisture, my hair becomes slippery and things just slide right out, or they loosen, or they start to look raggedy, and so not really my thing. So what I care to do is do different things with my curly hair. So what I'm going to feature for you are two specific styles that I did while we were in Puerto Rico that lasted me a pretty long time. So the first feature I'm going to drop insert a picture here. Okay. So that picture is an example of my Bantu ponytail half down style. I love that. One, because it keeps my hair up front, keeps it from getting matted. That's where my hair gets most tangly. And then the back of my hair allows me to just kind of take a satin scrunchie at night, pull it back, and keep it curly. And then I get in the shower in the morning, let the steam hit it, open it up, fluff it a little bit, and go. And it's perfect. That's one of my favorite styles to do, and it lasts me a really long time. It lasts me sometimes 3 or 4 days, and my hair keeps its moisture. Now, the only thing that I will say that I add to that is I might go in with a little bit, after I do the steam, a little bit of my leave-in conditioner that I use to lay the foundation. That's really it. The other style, I'm going to pop in that picture here. Was the style that I wore to our rum tour and some of the other things, and it was my 2 low buns, my sleek low buns. That also works really well, but for me, it's only a 2-day style. So I wore that toward the end of our trip. That allowed me to just kind of let it rock. And that was the other style. So those are 2 styles that I like to float between. I also like to wear a wash and go before I travel, and then wear it in a high puff for a few days while I'm on my travel. That's another one that I do a lot. The other one that I might do is 2-strand twists, and then doing some kind of updo style with my 2-strand twists. That's another thing that I've done before. And so for me, it's really important to get a style that can last me multiple days, that if I get in water, doesn't tangle my hair. That's the biggest thing for me. So like when I vacation, I like to vacation to places in which I can swim. I am a water girl all the way. I love the beach. I love the Caribbean. When I vacation there, my hair needs to be in a style that allows me to swim because I'm going to do so. Whether it be pool water or it's a beach. Sorry, siren, city life. It is what it is. All right. So those are the styles that I might play with. Some of the things that are really important for you to travel with and that I always travel with is I always travel with a co-wash. I don't travel with shampoo. I travel with a co-wash. And I travel with a co-wash, one, because I get more product. So I'll travel with like my big As I Am. I get more product. It lasts me every day. If I have to wet and go every day, I can because I have this, okay? The other one that I like to travel with, or other thing I like to travel with, and sometimes I just carry the travel size of it, is a deep conditioner. I just travel with a deep conditioner because I think it's important if like my hair gets super, super knotted and matty while I'm abroad, that I can like take something, put it in my hair, pull my hair up, put a shower cap, because I also have that in my travel stuff, and just sit with deep conditioner in my hair if necessary. Typically, if my hair gets matted, if I've done something like crazy that day, like when I went cliff diving in Jamaica, I needed a deep conditioner. For sure. My hair was like in knots. That's really, really important. The other thing that I travel with is my wash and go duo. That is like it. And I don't travel with the full size of anything but the leave-in conditioner and my co-wash. So I will travel with a full-size leave-in conditioner, one, because I use a lot of leave-in conditioner, and I want to make sure that I'm traveling with enough to be able to style my hair. So, like, this is the one I actually brought when we were in Puerto Rico. It's now an empties, so it'll be in my empties feature. But I had this full size, and then I had a travel size container that I created of my Kinky Curly Curling Custard Gel. I will travel with smaller bottles of my gels. One, because I don't need a ton of gel to go in my hair. I need like 2 dollops. And 2, because I often bring 2 duos, like wash and go duos. So I don't need like a ton of one gel versus a ton of the other. And I have a lot of things that I can mix and mingle. So I have all of my gels in a travel size container. It's just a matter of like what leave-ins I decide to bring. The other things that I always bring are my hair tools. I always bring my edge brush because your girl needs to be slayed. And if I'm doing a multi-day style, I'm going to need to slay my edges or relay them. I always bring my pick. And I always bring my pick because I'm going to fluff. I'm going to fluff my hair, especially if I'm doing that half down style that I talked about. I always bring some edge control because I need to lay my edges. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, and then I always bring my detangling brush, my comb if I'm going to do any kind of style, and my sleek brush, my boar bristle brush. And that's just to be able to style my hair. The other things I always travel with are my big like hair ties that I use to puff my hair, and regular hair ties, as well as bobby pins. And that's just super important because if I do anything different to my style or different to my hair that I want to like tuck, lift, tie up, pin back, I have it while I'm there. So that becomes really, really important. The other things that are really important when you're traveling is make sure you're still traveling with your same nighttime routine. Like I bring a satin pillowcase with me when I travel. I bring my bonnet, or I have a travel bonnet actually, so I have another bonnet. I make sure I have that every time I go to sleep. I also pack satin scrunchies because that's really, really important to my hair routine. It's the thing that helps me the most. And I still take my hair vitamins when traveling. So like all of those things are really, really important. I try to maintain my routine as much as I can and keep it up. But for me, I'll wear my curly hair on a tropical trip or a Caribbean trip or anything like that. I'll wear my hair if I'm not in the Caribbean. Like when I went to Greece a few years ago, like I still wore my hair curly and just cared for it and did all the regular things for it. That was really important to me, and it is really important to me to be able to wear my curly hair and it to not feel like it's a super high maintenance thing that I have to upkeep all the time. And it is something I have to upkeep, but I've talked myself away from like it's a job and talked myself into like it's a mode of self-care for me at this point. It's therapeutic. I enjoy doing my hair. I enjoy caring for it, and I love what I get from it. I love how my hair has grown and its health and how it feels and stuff when I'm really putting the effort into caring for my hair. So those are the things that are really, really important for me when traveling with my natural hair, is that I have those styles, that I have those products that I need. I have travel size containers of what I need. If necessary, I've got my tools, I've got my protective tools, I've got everything that I need to be abroad. So that's it. That's all I really want to talk to you guys about today. I'm going to start to play with some new things in content-wise in the next few weeks. And I'm sorry for not posting a video last week. It just wasn't happening with Puerto Rico. It just wasn't. So we skipped a week. Not a big deal. Go back and watch some of my old videos. Like, comment, subscribe, share, surf through my videos, see what content you love. If you have things that you want me to do, drop them in the chat. Not the chat. We're not on Zoom. You know what I meant. The comments. Sorry, I'm always on Zoom, so like the chat has become my go-to. But yeah, so use that space to be able to talk to me and see, like, what do you want to see? What do you want to know? What are you still struggling with your curly hair? Or are you at the beginning of your journey and you're just like, Nia, where the freak do I start? That's a perfect time for us to be in community and talk about it. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, share. Have a blessed Saturday and be well. Bye, y'all.